How do you do? Recording on Tuesday the 15th, December 2009. This is a series of DVDs for the Private Free Market Corporation, AXI to ZXI. To introduce myself, I'm a member of the departments of KXI, QXI, RXI, SXI, MXI, and from AXI to ZXI. I myself work for the department of MXI, which is the Ideas Department, the Intelligence Department. I myself have a code name of MXI XX492. This is a series of discs which will be presented in professional genre to international financial private banks. The answer is yes to every single individual on the face of this earth. Someone has to stand up and come up with an idea and a solution for the planet. I believe I have many good ideas for a global international company. The answer is yes to every single individual on the face of this earth who works for a company or wishes to change company or is unemployed or in a realm of poverty. We have to address this issue. The only way to do this is a private free market company, a universal flag, similar to the United Nations. This is the Yes Company, regardless of your history, your past, any company or corporation, anything you've ever done in your life. This is a new beginning, a new fresh start. The company will have acronyms, again I say, from AXI to ZXI. As example, I am MXI XX492 in the Intelligence Ideas Department. It is a global international company. My vision and the vision of the corporation and the company is to employ every available person on the face of this planet. Behind me is a map of the world. There is a population figure of 6.5 billion people on this planet. Now, the future, we are the future. Technology, amazing, fantastic, yes, excellent. You did something good, you did something special, you did something positive. Excellent. Now, the future vision is this. I believe that at some stage in the future, we do not need to employ people in such big numbers in the military and army. I believe robotic machines, remote control, can take over the work of humans, therefore taking away the human risk of harm and life. I do understand that certain places in the world are in conflict, and I do believe that those places can be addressed. The certain inventions of the Climate Control Company. Also, I do believe another idea is portable showers in the street, similar to portable lavatories. Calm down. There's 6.5 billion people on this planet. Anyone who has lost data on computer, i.e. your songs, your literature, your music, your writing, your film scripts, your projects, your companies, believe me, I know how you feel, believe me, more than anyone would ever know. I've had myself, I worked for certain corporations and I was designing computer games, and I was writing a book over a period of 2 years, and my computer crashed and I lost a lot of data which is gone forever. It hurt, but we have to move on. I work for a corporation and a company where the individual who owned the company passed away, and individuals who were left to control the company did not do it correctly. And unfortunately that company is no longer in existence, and many people were made redundant. This is a fresh start. This is a new corporation, a new company. This is the Yes Company to every available person on the face of the earth. every available office on the face of the earth to have an acronym of AXI to ZXI. Also, there will be a security division, anti-violence division, no violence in any way. At some stage in the future, like I said, I believe military aircraft, ships, battleships, armies can be remote controlled for peacekeeping missions, sea defences and security. I believe that we have the technology for computer systems and robotics, robotic security systems, to take the place of many human beings. There's 6.5 billion people on the planet. The vision of the company and the corporation is to say yes. Every person in America, Russia, Siberia, Africa, China, yes. Every available office on the face of the earth. This is big. This is huge. A global international PFMC company, a global international private free market company which is legal, which does not attach itself to any brand, either accidentally, coincidentally, or any government or any monarchy. This is the people's company. This is a yes company, a yes to you. This is every single available office to have an acronym from AXI to ZXI, a climate control company. Any other company that takes this idea and starts its own company will be counter-attacked in a legal setting in a court. This is a digital patent and a digital copyright. Myself by MXI XX492. This corporation DVD is for a global channel similar to Sky, which is a global channel which puts out news programs, programs of other descriptions, entertainment, and some corporate recorded programs. The vision of the company and the corporation is yes. I have a solution. A global international PFMC company. We have, as an example, a rough estimate. America, population 300 million plus. Canada, population 30 million plus. Mexico, 100 million plus. Brazil, 188 million. The surrounding Chile, Argentina, etc., you're looking at another 50, 60 plus million. England, 60 million population, roughly. Ireland, 4 million. Russia, 150 million. France, Spain, Portugal, 40, 50 million, 60 million. Germany, 80 million. Italy, 60 million. Australia, population 20 million. New Zealand, population 4 million. China, population 1.3 billion. India, population 1 billion people. All these other islands, millions and millions and millions of people. Millions of people. Billions of people. There is 6.5 billion people on this planet. Can it be done? Yes. Anything is possible. The impossible is possible, to quote a famous mathematician. 6.5 billion people on this planet. We have to do something for the global population. A global international PFMC company. A global international private free market company. This is what we do. Every single available office on the face of this earth. An anti-violence division under the acronym of AXI to ZXI. With a competitive salary. A climate control device company, which was explained on other discs. Yeah? Every single available office. Yes. Uniforms, vehicles, every single person who has been either redundant or unemployed or who has been housebound for years, elderly, etc. A computer system package in a hamper setting with food supplies and a computer system to do market research, and you will be paid a sum via an international bank. That every single individual on the face of this earth has shelter, a home, a safety net, and finance, money, basic living standards to a higher standard, which is the basic human right of every individual on the face of this earth. Governments and monarchies have argued and this idea and that idea for centuries since the history of mankind. Religions, nations, etc., etc. It is time for something new, it is time for something fresh, it is time for someone to say no. It is time for someone to say no to the wrong ideas and no to the negativity, and to say yes to positivity, yes to confidence. A global international PFMC company where when a person leaves school, you have a safety net. You have a choice of university, military for peacekeeping purposes, or a global international PFMC company, a global international private free market company, which has many departments from AXI to ZXI, also from AI to ZI, from AX to ZX. These are the acronyms as example. I myself went to university, studied physics, etc., etc. Went and travelled and worked for certain companies and corporations. I was lucky enough to live in many different premises. I was lucky enough to live in another country. I was lucky enough to have vehicles, to have good clothes, sustain myself financially. The company, corporation, has a vision to be zero debt, no debt. The company will sustain itself via a global international private bank. There are people in America, in Russia, in China, in India, in Australia, all over the world who have potential, who have unlocked potential, who have ideas, who have projects that should come to fruition, should be reawakened, recorded for the history of mankind, so future generations in the future will look back and say, wasn't that a correct and great era? Wasn't that brilliant? That generation clicked. They built something for the future generations to inherit and to continue for the good of mankind in a positive, clear, genuine way. The vision of the company is to be globally accessible, approachable, to have a global network, offices in every country on the face of this earth. There are premises that are left empty, which have potential. You have to see it differently. You have to see things positively. We can achieve anything. Individuals who live in third world countries, certain parts of Africa, certain parts of the world, certain people where famine, etc., etc. I have certain other solutions. Take Australia, for example. We have a population of 20 million and the rest is desert. Well, that's quite simple. Excuse me. It's quite simple to put up some F-16s in the air, nuke huge craters into the desert, and nuke channels going to the sea to create water reservoirs to redevelop that land, and Australia could have a population of 200 million people. It has the landmass with sprinkler systems and water systems, which is the essence of life, and mobile homes, similar to trailers or bungalows on ground floor level in big quadrant sectors, so individuals can have homes, redevelop the land, etc. Very simple. And that quadrant can be used for other parts of the world. China has a population of 1.3 billion people. Russia has a population of 150 million people. Russia, out of all of the countries in the whole world, probably has one of the best systems in the world. It has a fair system where every individual, once they leave school, they have a choice of university, the military, or a company. That is how you do it. It has sat back and said, we have a population of 150 million, we have to have a solution and a formula for these people, and its government and its corporations and its companies respected the people, and you know, put a structure as a safety net for its people, and that is how you do it. These smaller countries that have unemployment, that is embarrassing. If you cannot figure that out, these people are in the incorrect job. A private free market company, a global international PFMC company that was recorded on other discs. For example, if I could wave a magic wand, KXI from AXI to ZXI with the departments KXI, QXI, RXI, SXI, MXI, every single office on the face of the planet to have a universal flag, a universal sign with the acronyms of KXI on every single warehouse, every single fit, every single depot, every single available office, every single home, to have a global international PFMC company, a global international anti-violence peace company. You are a security officer. What do? You stay calm. You stay relaxed, you stay composed, you stay cool under pressure. They cannot push your buttons. The vision of the company is to create global zero unemployment, to create something new for the future. A global international PFMC company. Again, I will repeat, every single available office, you have uniforms, vehicles, signs, acronyms, devices, a wage and a pension. Global international PFMC company. We have the technology, we have the communication systems, we have the resources. I believe 100% it is possible. But it is only possible if everyone on the face of this planet clicks and realises that we are all here for a reason, to put together a company and a corporation for future generations to inherit. Not in the sense of a global international empire, that is the wrong terminology. A global international PFMC company, a global international private free market company as a safety net for the global population. The devices are un-negative. There is not any devices that can harm a human being or a living organism in any way. The company and the corporation wishes, again I say, every single available office and home to have uniforms, mobile phones, computer systems and a vehicle through the huge big vehicle corporations similar to Fords in America and Toyota and Honda in Japan and China and Russian vehicles and all types of vehicles. Global international company vehicles for every single individual on the face of the earth. Every single home and office on the face of the earth to be refurbished. This is the future. Every single individual on the face of the earth to have 3 showers a day. We have serious problems along the equator. A scientist once said it is because the intense heat that is within the equator, which is the hottest part of the world, and the high densely populated areas of people, sparks fly. And that is where most conflict and wars and negativity spurs from. Therefore, we have to have a solution. More showers. Have 3 showers a day. Calm down. There are many, many good, positive people in universities, in corporations, coming up with ideas to enhance life positively for their benefit and for other people's benefit. I myself work for many corporations. I would just like to stress I have not been groomed or put up to this. This is without a script. I work for many corporations. I have a very active mind, a very intelligent brain, as I've said on other CDs and DVDs. I've come up with many, many ideas like other people who invent things, who have ideas for things, creative people, etc., etc. There is millions of people like us, okay? To all those individuals who believe they are a genius, congratulations, you are a genius. There's 6.5 billion people on the face of this planet. Solve that. And then I'll take my hat off to you and call you a genius. Right, okay. Like I say, I will stress again, 6.5 billion people on the planet. We have to have a solution. We have to have a company and a corporation that can evaluate and that can act as a safety net for every single individual on the face of this earth under a universal flag that no person in any power, government, monarchy, emperor, etc., can dictate to a nation or to a population that this is the correct way, this is not the correct way. People have their own opinions, people want to make up their own ideas. To some, this may not appeal, to others, they may sit up and take notice. The climate control device, hopefully certain eyelids will lift in certain places like Russia, Siberia, Canada, lower parts of the region, Argentina, Chile, lower parts, certain parts in the Antarctica, and certain parts and certain times in the world where winter time, etc. A heating system, it is not going to melt the ice caps. Certainly not. I do believe the world has its own cleaning system, its own renewing system, and it's ever changing, and Mother Earth will sustain and combat anything mankind does to her. I do believe that. The thing of the climate control device was explained on other DVDs. For one moment, I will check the time on this DVD. Thank you. 10 minutes. Like I say, I work for many corporations and companies. This is something new, and this is something positive, and this is something I 100% back, and this is something that 100% I'm going to stick with until I can make this come to fruition, even in a small pilot scheme. To start with, a pilot scheme version, an office with the sign AXI to ZXI, a vehicle AXI to ZXI, a uniform AXI to ZXI, a device AXI to ZXI, fitted to a lamppost. It has a temperature gauge, it has a recording facility, it has a microphone, it has a camera, it records the temperature. If it's too hot, it activates a fan. If it's too cold, it activates a heater. People can warm their hands, it circulates the air, and it's a good, clever, positive thing. Okay. Thus, after a period of time, the pilot scheme, if it comes to fruition, and it's given the thumbs up, then the company will expand. Like I said, the company will have many departments. The vision is to have many departments all over the world. Yes. Also, the company and the corporation wishes to project an image of positivity and an image that anything is possible. I really do. I really do believe. We look at the world and people watch the news and things like that, and we see the negative side of life. I do believe that there is more positive than negative, and I do believe that to solve this planet of the population figure of 6.5 billion is possible. It certainly is. It is it's possible. It's very possible, and we're very, very close to doing it. Very close. Now, every individual on the face of this earth can be, in any way, if you have attached yourself to a religious belief or corporation or company or club or thing, do not become brainwashed. Have your own ideas, see the world, watch different programs, visit different places, make your own opinions. It's your human right. This company and corporation is non-religious, non-monarchy, non-government. It is a company. It is a business. This is business. This company and this corporation and these devices has to sustain itself. Electricity companies and power companies, gas companies around the world will be approached with a presentation in a professional manner so that this company will heighten its publicity, its advertising in every way, shape and form, with contacts in other companies, other corporations, other security companies, as well as to do with technology from police forces, which come up with excellent ideas as well, and etc. etc. Also, for prisons, people end up in prisons for one reason or another, some correctly, some innocently. I believe terminology is wrong. I believe we should not say throwaway